Hello friends, Idaho Garden Girl here. It's the 12th of September and I think it's time for an update. As you can see, these sunflowers have done exceptionally well this year. They are just going crazy. So I've been thinking about what I'm going to do next year. Seems like I need to get some of them out into the pasture area. Maybe, I don't know, I've thought about having a border of sunflowers out there. It's a dream. I don't know if it'll happen. It's a thought, but let's just see how the rest of things play out. But don't they look gorgeous right now? So let me fight my way through these sunflowers. And look right here, look at this SunGold. Isn't this amazing? This SunGold has absolutely outdone itself this year. I cannot believe it. After all that heat that we had, and I thought I wasn't going to get hardly any tomatoes whatsoever, now these things are just pumping them out. Awesome. Awesome. I'm going to have to move this sunflower out of the way. Okay. So this is the black cherry right here. And there's lots of them. There's lots of them hiding up in here. You can see here. Black cherry is very, very tasty. Very tasty. It's almost as sweet as SunGold. Really good. This one is Blond Kopfchen. Lots of them here. Lots and lots of them. If I can stay out of the shadow. And then the next one is Rose Quartz. It's also doing really well. Another really tasty cherry tomato. And then we get to Ildi. And as you can see, there was a big problem with Ildi. I have no idea what happened. I almost think that it was a gopher because it just started going dead. And I don't see any holes, but then I haven't dug up around the base there to see, but the whole plant literally just died. So I don't know what's going on there. But none of the other plants seem to have it, so I'm not concerned that it's, well, maybe it is. Look at these plants here. Look at these leaves here. Maybe it is catching. I don't know. I don't know. It's almost like it was sprayed. How weird is that? But you can see how tall the tomato plants are. They're like 8 feet tall. And it's time to cut them back because being the 12th of September, I only have like 15 or 20 days, maybe 25, before we get our first frost. And so anything that's green now, it's got to be, you know, green and almost big enough before it'll go ahead and ripen. So Over here, this one is Clint Eastwood. And look, and it has a different growth pattern, and as well as the fruit set. It's different than all the others. This one, even though I have caged it, and you can see I've enclosed it in a cage, even above the cage, the leaves and everything seem to be growing up, as opposed to the other tomato plants, which kind of, you know, tendril out, sort of. But anyway, look at all the tomatoes on that one. That's Rowdy. And then this one is Carbon. This is basically my only beefsteak, because beefsteaks just have a hard time getting very ripe here because we have such a short growing season. But I've got some really large tomatoes in there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll make it and ripen. And this one is Jaune Flamme. It's a beautiful, beautiful orange tomato. Just gorgeous. And it's very productive. Doing well. Very tasty. And then this one here is Gill's All-Purpose. This is the one that I thought was going to die, but it made it. And you can see I've got lots of tomatoes coming on there. So that's awesome. It's not as tall as the others. It's a little shorter, but it's still very productive. And next to that, oh gosh, it's just leaning over and trapping me. Japanese black Trifele. And you can see there's a tomato. Lots of tomatoes. They're kind of a pear shape. Got lots of green ones, so hopefully some of them will get ripe. All right, next is striped Roman. Striped Roman. And you can see I've got quite a crop coming here. In here, they're an absolutely gorgeous tomato. I've grown this one for several years, and it's a great Roma, but it's just also a beautiful tomato. I think there might be one I missed down here. Yeah, this one's not a very big one. Most of them are bigger than this. It's got a little scarring right there, but look at the pretty striping. It's just gorgeous. First time I grew this, I sent my kids a picture and I was like, it's a piece of art. But yeah, I've got this one in there. Let's see if I can look at that one. It's gonna be gorgeous. It's going to be huge, and it already is gorgeous. But once it gets ripe, it's going to be even prettier. As we step our way over to the next plant. This one here, I believe, is Opalka. Yeah, this is Opalka. And look at all the tomatoes. Look at all the tomatoes. It's loaded. This is an excellent, excellent Roma. And this next one here is Home Stoop. And once again, Home Stoop is a cross between Homestead and Stupice. I grew Homestead a couple years ago, and it was an okay tomato. As you can see, it's not as tall as the other tomato plants, so it's kind of maybe a semi-determinate, because all the other tomatoes are like 8 feet tall, and this one is like 4.5. So nice, beautiful tomatoes. This next one is Stupice, and Stupice is one of the parents of Home Stoop. And look at all the tomatoes. This is the first, this was the tomato plant that gave me my first crop, my first harvest this year. And it usually is the first to harvest. And it just keeps on putting out tomatoes. And they're all, you know, about saladette size. They're nice, really nice. Saladettes. And last but not least, this is 10 Fingers of Naples, and it's also a kind of a half semi-determinate. It's not as tall, as you can see. And look at all the tomatoes. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Tons of tomatoes. Tons of tomatoes. That does it for the tomato update, everybody. My phone is almost out of battery, and so I better stop now and see if I can get this uploaded. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up, and share this with friends who might be interested in growing tomatoes and how my crop is looking in southwest Idaho on September 12th. Thanks again. Bye for now.